Hello, and welcome everyone to this new episode on My Career on F125. Today we are in China, where we will have a sprint race as well as the normal Grand Prix. Let's get our head down straight away and get started into the weekend.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
Just like last time out in Australia, let's get a very good quali lap, and maybe even get a starting position a little more in front than last week. I have to say that I really like this circuit, and that I am quite faster on it, especially since there is a part of the track where the AI is horrendously slow in comparison to the rest of the track, and this is at the exit of the last hairpin, where you can win extremely much time if you hit the apex right, so we maybe even have a shot to minimize the effect of the incredible slow straight line speed of this car.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
And we absolutely got an amazing lap around the circuit, so we even could claim pole position, just in front of the two McLaren. Our teammate Gasly was also having quite a good quali as well and is going to start on P13. So, he maybe has a shot at some points if everything is going well in the sprint.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
In terms of strategy, we will do no stop since it would cost too much time, even though it is going to be interesting with the tire wear. This time I really don't hit the parking spot, but not every time it is possible to park perfect, so I won't consider it anymore, and will just concentrate on the start-off T race. And now the lights go out and off we go. We could very well defend our first place at the start and have to run with it now, since we already know from Australia that we have no shot defending against the McLaren and the other top teams on the straights. That means we have to get a lead big enough so the straights won't be enough for them to get past us, or possibly even catch all the way up to us. And just after the first lap, we already got ahead by nearly 1.5 seconds, which we start a trend over the next few laps.
DRS now.
Through this whole sprint race, we had a very comfortable lead to the cars behind, so there wasn't much going on around us. But on lap 9, there was something happening which you don't see too often from Verstappen in real life, as he got on the power to early and spins right out and damages his front wing. And if it could not get any worse, the AI thought it may be a good idea to just drive back and forth for around 10 seconds and give the grass a new trim. And just a few corners further, there was happening something, which we have seen much more in real life, as Stroll clearly wanted his last place back from Max, and spun as well. For the rest of the race, there was not much happening, and we could claim our first victory of the season even if it was only a sprint race. But just as Hamilton has shown us last year, just because you win the sprint race in China does not mean you need to have any further podiums for the rest of the season. We will very much try though. Our teammate had a good race as well, starting from P13 and working his way up to P10, even though it was not enough for points. Now it is time for the second qualifying this weekend, and I will try to get another pole position, just like in the sprint race. This time it was not possible for me to get the pole position, but with P6, we still have a very good shot at points and a very decent opportunity for a podium. With the racing pace we have shown in the sprint race, Gasly had an even better quali lap than in the sprint starting from P11. And if he can overtake some cars in the race just like in the sprint, we really have a great look this weekend at getting both cars within the points. So I would say let's not talk anymore and get straight into the main race. Since I have some data now from the sprint race, I know I can get rid of some fuel, since we won't need all of it, as well as I will go for a stop option again since I have seen that. My medium tires were at nearly 65% usage rate after 10 laps, so I could not possibly continue driving them for another 3 laps without immense loss of time, and the higher chance of spinning just like Verstappen and Stroll in the sprint.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Now into the first corner, we already got through Verstappen, and we're on the hunt for the next few drivers. With loads of ERS, we got done an incredible double overtake on Hamilton and Norris. So not even through Sector 1 of the first lap, we were already on a podium position. Now our next target is Piastri. With just the right amount of ERS and by using the slipstream of Piastri, we did not lose too much time against him on the straight, and could get past him by diving into the hairpin. Now the last driver between us and the first position is Russell. Just like Jeff said, I really need to get past Russell fast because I really think he will only box once, so we have to build up a lead as quickly as possible. As I did not hit the apex at all, I was hoping DRS could help us get back closer to Russell on the end of the long straight, or at least not lose any more time. Now on the second straight with DRS, we were in a much better position to get past, and so we did. Now with some very nice wheel-to-wheel action with Russell as I take the wider line to get the inside on the next corner and to make the move stick. This really deserves a second look from the outside, especially since it is showing that Russell will try everything to not make the victory too easy for us, unlike in the sprint. With Russell behind now, we need to get as far ahead as possible so we can defend ourselves on the long straight against Russell with DRS. But in terms of pure speed, we don't stand a chance against the Mercedes especially, with Russell having DRS, so I decide to take the defensive line and try to stay in front by braking as late as possible and getting away with DRS after the hairpin again. And it works absolutely perfect as we can reclaim the first position and get quite far in front. From now on, there was not much happening until lap 9, where our teammate came in for his first pit stop, and he is being chased by Behrman and his Haas right behind him. His pit crew has to nail this stop, otherwise Gasly will lose his position to Behrman, which would not help our goal of getting both cars into the points at all. And the crew does not disappoint, so he stays in front of Behrman, which was critical. On the very next lap, we can see another very nice wheel-to-wheel action through nearly half a lap, as Gasly is still defending against the Haas driver. but this time he is losing the battle. On lap 11 now it is time for our first pit stop of the race, to get those worn down mediums exchanged for some brand new hard compound tires. At the same time, our teammate ran out of luck and had a mechanical failure and had to retire his car. This is very frustrating since he was on pace to get his first points of the season. Even though our teammate is out of the race, our hunt starts all over again, as we are now at P9, after our pit stop and right behind Antonelli and Alonso.
Caution! Okay, clear.
With our new tires, we can go for the assertive move down the inside and get past Antonelli in no time. Now, it was Alonso up next.
Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon.
With us having DRS, Alonso braking very early, and us diving, we can get past Alonso quite smoothly as well, and have some clean air now in front before getting to the two Ferraris.
Okay, Pierre's dropped out of the race.
On lap 13 now, we have closed the gap to Leclerc and are within DRS now onto the long straight. Even though Leclerc is trying to take the defensive line, we were already on the inside, ready to dive into the hairpin once again, so he had no real shot, especially since his tires are so much older than ours.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
With us setting a new fastest lap, Russell was going into the pits, which means for now our true position is first for sure. The next task is to get past Hamilton, Piastri as well as Verstappen, which all were within 1.5 seconds of us. This time I really did not get the car to stop in time since Hamilton was braking quite early because of his worn down tires, and I gave him a little love tap, but I had no time to think about it too much since Piastri was right in front. And just with launching it down the inside, we got past Piastri as well. Now it was only Verstappen left from the three cars who were in front before. And now with an absolute screamer of a dive bomb, I braked even a little too late for a dive bomb. But we can make the move stick with the use of quite some ERS.
Nice move, good job.
Since I had used up so much of my battery, I was trying to refill it as much as possible during the next lap while trying to keep up with Norris in front, so he could get back in attack mode in lap 16. And so we did. Just like many other times this weekend, we kept the foot on the gas pedal a little longer and launched it down the inside to squeeze past the other drivers. After we could make this move stick, there wasn't much going on until lap 23, where we came in for our second pit stop to get fresh soft tires now for us to get past the other drivers one last time during this race weekend. With these new soft tires, we have now 6 rounds to get back into the lead. But first we had to catch up to Norris, who was 3 seconds in front, as well as Russell, who was leading 7.5 seconds in front. But with their worn-down harder compounds, I thought we really well have a shot at winning this Grand Prix, or at least defend our podium finish against Verstappen.
Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
Still on lap 23, we already had Norris and eyesight on the long straight, and could make up some real ground through the hairpin. And just within 2.5 corners and some DRS, we were past Norris. Now I was feeling very confident that we also could catch up to Russell, since I saw the power of these soft tires around this track against a stronger car like McLaren. Now still on the same lap as us overtaking Norris, there was Russell just like Norris on the long straight, and us again within very good shot of making up loads of time through the hairpin again.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
As you guys can see, I was really pushing hard that it wasn't very easy fastest lap, on the way to Russell as well, and now we were right up his back. In retrospective, this really was not the smartest place to go for, especially since there was no real gap, so Russell had to open his steering wheel, so I could get past and we would not crash. And furthermore, I could have just waited for DRS on the long straight and get past him much easier. Now Russell had DRS and the opportunity to get his place back, but since he was on the harder and more worn tires, he had no chance in the braking duel, and we could defend our place fairly easy. On the final lap now, there was nothing more in between us and our first Grand Prix win of the career, and that already in race number 2.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
It's a performance to be proud of from our Chinese Grand Prix winners here today.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Here come today's winning drivers, and what a race this was. This is a team that knows success very well in F1, and they're just itching for even more. Congratulations to the Alpine team for their excellent win today.
And after such a race, I hope we can keep up the momentum into the next weekend. But one thing is for certain, the next racing weekend we will increase the difficulty from the now 85 to a 90, so it continues to be thrilling.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We continue to progress through the ratings, and we are already nearly in 68 overall, which means we are making good progress on the goal of in 69 overall at the end of the season. The next racing weekend will be in Japan, but until then I hope everybody is having a great day, and if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.